I'm a recovering heroin addict, and my sobriety date is November 23rd, 2011. When I started on drugs, I decided that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. One day somebody offered me some pills, and I think it was like Adderall or like Percocet or something like that. I mean, I did all of them at some point, but after I did those, that's when things really clicked. It led me towards the harder drugs. Somebody had some cocaine, and I started doing that. For about 6 months, I did it almost every day, almost every morning. I mean, my grades had been kind of slipping. I mean, that's all I did. I just partied, and some other people I knew had been doing heroin. My best friend at the time, he was kind of struggling with it. He would get clean for maybe a month or two and then start doing it again, and he shot up. Eventually, I kind of caved and tried it. I mean, it just got worse and worse from there. At one point, we were going through almost $300 a day, and that wasn't even to get high. That was just to keep from being dope sick. I mean, it just aches. And, you know, it'll go from right above your knee to right below your neck. It's just an excruciating pain. I would puke up stomach acid, and then I would try to keep something down until I got heroin, and that's the only thing that would get rid of it. And then you have to go and get more to get high, which is probably never going to happen. I would daydream about killing myself. That's how bad it was. And it wasn't, you know, it didn't make me sad. It made me happy. It was like I felt like that was my only way out. The only thing that made me stop was I had gotten a bad shot in my arm. It had swollen up to about 3 times its normal size, and I was wearing long sleeves all the time anyway because my whole arm was bruised from shooting up in various places. It was kind of like when you were a kid and, you know, you'd been lying about something for a few months and you knew it was going to snowball and your parents were going to find out. And then, you know, that was that day. It was very relieving that they found out, but at that point you just wish you'd never done it in the first place. You know, all I did was just manipulate people and use them. And I hurt my family a lot. They're the ones that really went through the most pain because all I had to do was just own up to it. So, as I was lying in that hospital bed, you know, they wanted to run tests to see what my antibodies had come into contact with. It hadn't come into contact with HIV, which was really relieving, but it had come into contact with hepatitis C. Shortly after that, I found out that I had it, and I didn't know anything about it at the time. There was all kinds of things running through my head, and I wasn't exactly in the right frame of mind at the time either, but I found out that, you know, there isn't a cure per se, or there wasn't at the time. Now there is. It's just really expensive. And that there's treatments for it so that, you know, you can go through the treatment and live a full, healthy life. They told me that, you know, if I didn't stay sober, that it was going to kill me. I mean, pretty much everything. I joined the 12-step program. I went through the steps. You know, I struggled with some things in the program, but I never seemed to struggle with keeping away from drugs. I am happy now. I've got a son, I've got a family, and I'm actually able to provide for them and not do more harm than good. I've been able to make it up to some of my family members. I've been able to, you know, actually look them in the eye now. And that's a hard thing to do after you've lied and stolen and treated them so poorly. And, you know, I did a lot of harm, and I can actually sleep now, and it's not because, you know, what I did was okay by any means, but it's because I've done enough good now that I have a healthy conscience.